City of Dublin plans to honor African Americans in a very, very special way. Supporters hope to build a monument to remember the strides that many fought for while promoting the development of the area. Rebecca McWilliams and also Tara Bradshaw are joining me today to talk more about it. So, good morning to you both.
Good morning.
So, what is the inspiration, or what was the inspiration behind building this monument?
The initial inspiration started as a result of a resource team visit from the Georgia Department of Economic Development Tourism Division. They sent down a team to Dublin in 2010 and let us know basically that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his very first speech at First African Baptist Church in 1944. So that was the starting point, and from there it's just kind of been, wow, we didn't know this.
And
we need to tell the world.
Many people don't know that history about Dublin.
Yeah. They don't. And it's such an important part of our history, and that's one of the things that we try to work to do is to get the community together to tell their story through projects like this.
That's a great point right there, getting them to tell their story.
Yeah.
So who's helping out with this project?
Wow, a slew of people, everyone from the state of Georgia to, there's a committee of about 20 members of First African Baptist Church.
Wow.
The city of Dublin has been instrumental in helping us with it. The Dublin Downtown Development Authority, and then Visit Dublin.
It takes a lot of hands to make it happen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So how much do you estimate this project costing?
Just the monument at First African Baptist Church, we're figuring from start to finish approximately $300,000.
And that's exactly where it's going to be, the First African Baptist Church.
First African Baptist Church is right on the corner of Highway 441, kind of the gateway into our downtown. So yeah, there's a plaza planned, there's a whole nother project that we're planning that honors 15 nationally distinctive African American Dubliners. That comprises everyone from Tuskegee Airmen to NASA physicists, sports stars. It's just an amazing thing.
So the community has been responding, right? I mean, what's been their response so far?
The first response is usually, wow.
I didn't know that.
Most people don't realize that we have this history, and it's some of the richest history that we have, to have these distinguished African Americans from our hometown. So I agree that it's wow at first.
And then it's how can I help?
Right.
We've worked very hard to set up a website dedicated to First African Baptist Church. You can find it at firstafricanbaptistdublinga.com.
So before we wrap up, excuse me, not to cut you off, but before we wrap up, why is this so important for the community to really get involved with this project?
It's not just for the people from outside of Dublin. You know, we definitely want to share that story, but our hope with this project is that we inspire another 14-year-old to look at his world and see how he can make a difference. Dr. Martin Luther King, you know, when he came to Dublin, he talks in his autobiography that he was angry. He was upset at what was going on in his world. So we kind of want to inspire children that are 14 years old and to take a look at their world and how can they make it better.
And that's what it's all about. Well, thank y'all so much for being on here this morning. And we'll be coming